Today we are going to compare MEX exchange with Binance exchange. So I have been using both these exchanges since they were launched, and I'm really satisfied with their performances. And I just thought that it would be a nice time to compare both these exchanges and their features so that you can decide which is best for you. So I'm Sudhir from Micro Macro Trader. And if you want to get the best possible bonuses for trading on these exchanges, you can check out the links in the description below. MEX is right now providing up to 8,000 USDT deposit bonuses. And Binance right now is providing 25% trading fee discount if you use BNB, their native token. So let's get started. If you see, I have prepared the gist of both the exchanges. Both the exchanges were launched on the same time, Binance being launched in 2017 and MEX being launched in 2018. If we compare the size of the company, MEX is a little smaller company. Binance is much larger, but that doesn't mean that MEX is any less. MEX, if you see, was started in 2018, is spread across 170 countries and has 30 million plus users worldwide. And if you see Binance, it was launched in 2017. It is having customer support 24/7, having a daily average volume of 65 billion plus. At the same time, Binance has the users of 270 million users across the world. And if you speak about their trading volume, Binance is surely at the top of all the exchanges. Right now, it is having about 13 billion trading volume at the spot in last 24 hours. And at the same time, MEX is having about 2.4 billion. If you see, the markets that are available on Binance are spot, perpetuals, and futures. Similarly, on MEX also spot, perpetual, and futures are available to be traded. But the quantity of pairs and tokens on MEX is little larger because it gives chance to more newer tokens also, but those are more risky also. At the same time, Binance is listing more than 300 pairs at the moment, and most of them are tried and tested and vetted through Binance rigorous vetting process. So moving on to the next important section, which is KYC. So MEX does require KYC, but it is little lenient in comparison to Binance. So it has 4 levels of KYC: no KYC, primary KYC, advanced KYC, and institutional KYC. And at different levels, you get different withdrawal limits. And to get started for trading on MEX, no KYC is required. And I think 10 BTC withdrawal rate is pretty healthy. I have never required a KYC myself to do it, and I have been using the exchange. Though I have done the basic KYC, but you can proceed with a name, phone number, and email address, and you will be able to use it as much as you want. And if you see, Binance does require KYC to transact even a smaller amount also, and it has 3 levels of KYCs: level 0, level 1, level 2. I've been able to complete my KYC successfully. It does give you more withdrawal and deposit limits and more trading limits if you have completed your KYC on Binance. So you can check out which level of KYC you are convenient with. In both the KYCs, you just need government issued photo ID, and you just need to complete a video verification on MEX as well as on Binance to get started. But on MEX, you can get started right away with the basic KYC and you will be able to trade. And now let's talk about the leverage, the most important part, which is used in leverage trading as well as in futures and perpetuals trading. So MEX has a very high limit of leverage up to 400x, as you can see, and it is providing more than 700 plus trading pairs. And some of the trading pairs has zero fees also. Whereas on Binance, if you see, it is up to 125x only. If you want my advice, don't trade using more than 20x leverage. So Binance leverage is up to 125, but 125 is only available for certain pairs. But for most of the pairs, 20 to 25x leverage is present, and it varies according to the trading pairs. And same is with MEX also. Now let's talk about another factor that I personally look into it. And I think you should also, because this eats away your capital very quickly. That is the trading fees. So if you see, MEX is right now providing maker taker fee on spot as 0% and taker fee of 0.05%. And on futures, again 0% and on taker fees of 0.02%. And if you don't know what is maker taker fee, makers are traders who create orders and place them. So they are basically increasing the liquidity, and takers are basically those people who are taking the orders and decreasing the liquidity of the exchange. So if you see on Binance, the trading fees looks like this. It is pretty much in the range of 0.1% to 0.01%, and it can even get lower if you use BNB native token. So this is for spot and margin, and this is for USDT margin futures, and this is for coin futures. But if you see on all the three, the fees can vary from 0.1% to 0.01%, and it can go up to 0.008% also if you use their BNB token. I personally favor MEX in this situation because Some of the features are absolutely zero on MEX, whereas Binance doesn't provide that zero fee. And if we talk about the security features on MEX, the standard security features of Google Authenticator or SMS verification code or anti-phishing code, all these are available. Just make sure that you're logging into the right website using the links below so that you are not landing up on any mock-up scamster website of MEX. And similarly on Binance, also features like two-factor authentication, passkey, or 2FA codes or anti-phishing codes is available. There is another feature of white listing your withdrawal addresses, which is also available on MEX. Another feature which is not exactly as securities, but it just gives peace of mind to the users who are using these platforms. Proof of reserves initiative was launched by all the exchanges just to showcase how much assets they have on which address so that the users can rest assured that the exchanges is not scamming people and has the deposit to fund if there are any hacks or withdrawal requests at the same time from multiple users. So if you see, MEX has also published its proof of reserves data. If you want to go and check it out, here are the addresses. Right now, they're providing partial information only, and they are updating their data bi-monthly. So you can see these hash IDs and really verify whether the funds that they are claiming are present on their platform or not. Similarly, Binance is also publishing its data that how much Ethereum they have, how much Bitcoin they have, on which address it is lying. So you can really see if the exchange is solvent or not and will be able to process your withdrawal request in the case of emergency. So another unique feature that Binance also has is the Seifu funds. So it's basically a fund that they have made from using the income that they receive from the trading fees. So it is basically used to fund in case of any unfortunate event where the exchange is hacked or something that goes wrong and the users are at loss. So Seifu funds will be used to deploy that. And similarly, on the MEX exchange, you have MEX insurance fund, which the users can use in case they are unfairly liquidated or the exchange goes bankrupt or the exchange is hacked. So it also has decent amount of funds in case of any emergency is there. So this is another unique feature of MEX as well as the Seifu fund. And I feel the Seifu fund of Binance is much more because it's much bigger exchange. But MEX also has decent insurance funds, so you can be relaxed while you're trading. Now let's move on to the final feature, which is the native token of both the exchanges. So Binance has its own BNB token and MEX has its MX token. So both these are the native currencies of these exchanges that you can use to reduce your spot or margin or futures trading fees. You can participate in their voting programs and qualify for token airdrops. As you can see, Binance has funded these many airdrops for BNB, and it even gives you a ticket to their VIP program, which reduces your trading fees even much further. So similarly, MEX token can be used for keeping your trading experience very safe, and MEX holders are entitled to a number of benefits such as rewarding holding of MEX, voting, receiving discounted subscriptions, and getting free airdrops for voting on new listings. So these are some of the cool features. If you hold their native currencies, MEX token, I have been able to reduce my trading fees, and on MEX, I have been able to even reduce my taker fees from 0.03% to even 0.01% actually. Just see, I have been using both the exchanges for some time, and if you are somebody who wants newer tokens, more leverage, MEX is the way to go, just like me. And if you are somebody who are just starting off and want to just stick to traditional currencies like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana with lower leverage of 5 to 20, let's say, then Binance is the way to go. And if you want the best possible bonuses for depositing on these exchanges and reducing your fees, you can check out the links in the description below. And by that time, use both these exchanges and let me know in the comments which exchange do you like. Thanks, peace, see you again.